Hey guys, let us continue with our world history main series. So today we'll look about the topic socialism. So what is socialism? The socio-economic system in which the property and the distribution of wealth are subject to control by the workers directly. If workers directly they are controlling the socio-economic system, then it is called socialism through popular collective such as worker council or indirectly exercised on behalf of people by the state. So this particular circumstances is called socialism, that is means of production or controlled by the collective conscience of the people. And what is the history of socialism? Greek philosophers of 4th century BC. First one being Plato. He wrote the book The Republic, in which he wrote about the ideology of socialism. Do not use the term socialism, but he gave this concept or idea of socialism. Then Sir Thomas More's Utopia. So this is a political satire of Thomas More. Everything is perfect in a society. That society is called utopia. So in 16th century he gave the idea of socialism in that particular book. And then Robert Owen, Charles Fourier, Louis Blanc, Saint Simon. So all these are 18th century philosophers and they coined the term socialism. Then Francois Noël Babeuf. So this is a 1760s French revolutionary, Francois Noël. So this particular person sensitized the people of France for French Revolution and he was executed by the nobility. That led to French being rapidly expanding because of this particular execution of Noël. So conspiracy of the equals by Noël spread socialistic ideas. And the next one is Saint Simon. This is again a French socialist. From each according to his capacity to each according to his work. This was termed by Simon. Then this was how socialism evolved. In the 17th century it was just an ideology which began, and in the 18th century it influenced the countries like Germany and then Italy. This is called scientific socialism. And in this 20th century, that is during Russian Revolution by Lenin, from 20th century it take place in the form of it took political shape. So till that Russian Revolution it was just an ideology. Then Karl Marx and then Friedrich Engels. So both of them started an organization called Communist League. What was the motto? All men are brothers, that is all are equal. So Karl Marx in his book Das Kapital, book by Marx, to bring communist idea, that is a utopian concept, into form. So this is the first edition of by Marx. After he died, the book was further edited. The second and third edition are done by Engels. Second most translated book after Bible, this particular Das Kapital book, based on the scientific socialism. This particular book influences Lenin in later days. And then next we have to know about communism concept. So what is this? It is the overthrow of capitalism and the establishment of socialism. Extreme nature of socialism is called communism. So the idea of Karl Marx was that he wanted to establish socialism first, which will eventually lead to establishment of communism. Capitalism is the domination of capitalists, that is owners. Socialism is the domination by workers, that is called socialism. Communism is no class society, that is no class or caste society, is called communism. So in 1903 Tsar Empire in Russia, it ruled for around 150 years, in which there was no human right, poverty was there. So Russian Socialist Labour Party came to power. So there were two kind of people. One is Bolshevik and the other one is Menshevik. Bolshevik means no more dialogue, only action. Head was Lenin, and this is called Red Army. That led to the socialistic government in Russia in 1919. Mensheviks spread the ideology and they will say the change will come automatically. So Lenin belongs to Bolshevik community. Example, even recent Obama care is a socialistic policy of America. So this is a good example. Even in capitalist state like America, socialistic policies are being followed. And Marx. So workers produce more value than they get in the form of wages. So Marx basically thinks workers are getting exploited in capitalism. Economic crisis is inevitable due to difference in purchasing power. So in 1840s, Karl Marx began his ideology. And in 1864, International Working Men's Association (IWM) in Europe for labor's right. So this thing happened, and then organized the first international in London. And then what happened in 1889? 64 first international, 89 second international. So this was organized by Marx and Engels. The other by Nauroji participated and expressed India's concern also. And then World War I broke. The concept of international solidarity of socialism got broken here after World War, and the second international was dissolved during the World War time. So in 1919, in Russia, Lenin organized the third international, which is also known as the first Comintern. So this is how various evolutionary stage of communism happened world over. So post the Second World War, we all know that ideological division happened. US, UK, France, Germany, Japan, they were on one side, and USSR, Russia, Hungary, China were on other side. This is an ideological struggle between capitalism and communism. We all know ultimately capitalism won the war. Now let us look about few of the positives and negatives of socialism. So socialism, it provides equal opportunity for all. International solidarity is being propagated and unity among the world community is developed. It will decrease inequality, standard of living of poor will be improved. So there are many positives. Whereas the negative, it boosts incompetence or no self-improvement, because whether you work hard or if you are being lazy also, you will get the same output, you will get the same reward. So people will not be motivated to work more, to inspire more, to innovate more. So negative influence on economic growth, and there will be no innovation. So let us look at one case study or some example. So in 1940s, 50s, we know Russia and US were divided. They were ideological struggle. So in Russia, what happened was a book, The Grapes of Wrath of Capitalism, by John Sternberg. So this particular book was made as a movie in Russia, and in which they tried to show the ill effect of capitalism. But what was happened? The reverse effect has happened. They expected that people will get anguished against capitalism, but people started giving reverse effect. Like they started saying that not they have at least to talk about inequality, they have cars, but here we do not even have a car, not even one person. So they started taking it in a negative way, and this is how things got wrong. So this is a kind of case study or example. So that's all in socialism part. We'll begin with the industrial revolution tomorrow. Thank you.